Alright guys, so this is day 3. I don't know what happened yesterday, but I did do an upload and it is still not done yet. I'm literally looking at my computer right now and it's still not done being processed. I might have to delete it and re-upload it. Problem is with that is it takes a long time to upload. I'm only getting 1.5 megabytes per second here. Plus I'm recording on my phone because my GoPro is dead. I don't know how I plugged it in, but I'm gonna have to, I'm just gonna delete it and re-upload it. Sorry about this. I really did do day 2, but it wasn't that great anyway. Just me doing leather work, but I'll still put it back up. So I'm not going to stop today's video. I've got a lot to do. A lot of things have really gone wrong and in a bad way. My truck, my new truck, I was coming back from a dentist and I don't know what I was thinking. I passed this old lady and I noticed a big cloud of white smoke when I accelerated, and I was like, that was weird, what was that, and I didn't pay attention to the signs, and my thermostat, or my thermometer, to indicate my temperature in the truck is behind the steering wheel. So you're literally looking at the steering wheel and it's directly behind the steering wheel. So there's and there was no indicator light, there was no sound, but I was driving with it overheated for I want to say 7-8 miles. And I'm like, when I finally realized what I was doing, there was no indication other than the smoke. It didn't putter down, it didn't make any clinking or noise or anything. And so I finally saw what was happening, and because I had another cloud of white smoke, I had to accelerate, and I'm like, what the fuck? I had to turn and look, and oh my god, so I immediately pulled over, and shut the engine off, let it cool down, got some water. There's nothing in the reservoir at all. Dumped some water in it, and I went to turn the engine over, and it won't turn over. But it did turn over after about 15 minutes. So I don't know if it's hydrolocked. I don't know. I'm just praying to God my fucking engine isn't blown, because we can't do it. We just can't live without 2 vehicles. I mean, I'm always traveling, whether it's for kids' doctor's appointments, or I've got shit to order, I've got orders to deliver, I've got to go get leather sewn. Just to make ends meet, I've got to be able to drive. And I took a loan out for that truck, and I can't get another loan. I don't know. This is not how I wanted day 3 to go on this. But it is what's happening. And it's infuriating. Amanda started crying. She's like, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, I'm gonna work my ass off. I'm gonna cut out some axes here in a minute. Throwing axes, and try and sell them to the throwing knife market on Facebook there. I think I'll have better luck. People won't be as finicky. I don't know. But let's get started. Alright, so it's been a bit of a time warp here. I started cutting those axes out about 4, 3, 2, and it's now 8:15. I'm sorry about that. I've been fighting with the internet trying to get the damn other video up, and so I'm gonna try and put this one up through my phone instead of using the house internet. We'll see what happens with that. But so this is where we are with the axes. Alright, so we got that one in there. I gotta smooth all this out inside here. And then this one. They're pretty chunky. They're very chunky. You know, but they'll be great for throwing. Have a lot of mass behind them. And now Jack is gonna record me. I gotta varnish. These all got stitched up today. Oh, pretty they are. This is for the dagger. This is the chopper. And here is the holster for the Bowie. So I'll show you what I'm going to do there. So here we go. So when I'm doing this is I get the edges wet. And then we put it on this. Smoothing out the edges, kind of combining everything. I should have make one with a wooden thing on it because the wood really varnishes it nicely. Makes it nice and shiny. But this is what I got. Coat. Makes it water resistant too. Kind of closes the pores in the leather. Remember though, leather is not the optimal knife holder because if it's not stainless, it will cause the blade to rust. Alright. So as good as I'm going to get. Alright, so now we're going to do the dagger. The dagger sheath. Watch it. Alright, as you guys can tell, I'm a little warm. I got dye over my face. I don't know. I think I do have dye on my face. Oops. Well, I screwed up. This one, first of all, was all crackly, which doesn't look good. And then the buttons or the holes weren't far enough in. I don't know. So I had to make a new one. Excuse the mess, but this is what's involved when you're working on leather. Yeah, I gave up recording it because Jack had to go to bed. But yeah, came together pretty nice. Not too, I don't like the rough side of this leather, but not much you can do about it. I accidentally cut it out as a lefty, so I had to flip the leather over so the flat is on the inside. And a rough, but, you know, it'll still work. And I'm just going to leave it buttoned up. Hopefully it'll stretch out. It's still damp from being dyed. So yeah, there we go. And we've got all these ready to go. And I've got others ready to go. I am having a, I don't know, go to my Facebook page. If you get a screenshot and you circle the knife you like, I'll send you, or I'll knock $20 off, or $25 off. That includes this sword and all the knives here. These are not available, but knives in there as well. You'll see the picture. So I gotta go clean up. I gotta go pick up my kid from work. So I will see you guys on the next one. Sorry for the late video today. It was bullshit. I said I was gonna do videos every day, and I screwed up. But I'm gonna hopefully learn my lesson there, and yeah, we'll go from there. So see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, guys. Bye bye.